What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Single Guy channel. I'm Lloyd, and today we're going to be talking about how to meet up with a girl in person over text. Well, I'm assuming you guys are texting because that's the most popular way of communicating these days. So let's say you get this girl's number from like a bar, or maybe you're out during the day, or from Tinder, or wherever it is, okay? How do you meet up with this girl in person? Now, a lot of guys, they will overcomplicate things by thinking they have to have mad text game, or thinking they have to say something funny every single time, or thinking they have to be like the most alpha guy. No, just remember the basics. You're trying to meet up with this person. It only takes 4 steps, and they're super basic. The first one is you need to figure out her schedule, okay? Find out what she's doing that week. I would just message her once you guys are texting back and forth. I would just say, hey, what are your plans for this week? Or what are you up to this week? Or you can even say verbatim, what's your schedule like this week? It's totally a reasonable thing to be asking. And once she tells you her schedule, you can find a spot where you guys are free. What this eliminates is that it's going to eliminate the amount of no's that you get. If you say, hey, why don't we go out on Wednesday? Oh, I'm busy Wednesday. Why don't we go out on Thursday? No, I'm busy Thursday. Why don't we go out on Friday? Well, I got something going on, but I'll let you know. So if the more no's that you get, the more likely it is she's gonna say no in the future, okay? And if you're constantly asking her out, obviously this is kind of a needy place to be, so we wanna reduce the amount of no's, and the way we do that is we get her schedule. So find out a date that's free for the both of you. Let's say she's free on Friday, you're free on Friday. Okay, cool. Now the next step is to pick a time and a location for the date, or I sometimes don't like to call it a date, so whenever you guys are hanging out. So you say, hey, we're gonna meet at this bar at 7 p.m. on Friday, or we're gonna meet at this event, it starts at 9 on Friday, wear this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, picking a specific date and time is good, because a lot of guys, they come up with these vague statements like, hey, let's hang out, or hey, we should get a drink sometime. And those are fine, but it just stays in these vague statements because they're waiting for the girl to make they're waiting for the girl to do too much. If you constantly are, just putting in these vague filler statements, she's probably gonna make plans with somebody else, or she's gonna make plans with a guy who is gonna make actual specific, and plans with her, okay? So you have to make sure that this is the number one complaint that I get from most women, is that the guys are they never make anything definite or concrete, so she's kind of in limbo. And if you're spending time doing this and she doesn't know where the texting is going, and it should be going to meeting up, then she's gonna lose interest, and she's gonna go with a guy who is gonna be on that sort of thing. This is not the idea of a high value guy. A high value guy has things going on in his life, and he needs to pick a definite time for people, okay? Because he's got shit going on. He can't constantly be just saying these vague statements and hoping people come around. Once you've done that, you need to make sure that you're following up with this person, okay, during the week. If you make plans on Monday, and your date is on Saturday, and you show up and you haven't sent her any messages during that period of time, she's not showing up, okay? Make sure that you're confirming, but I wouldn't be confirming too much. I would only confirm 1 or 2 times at the most. And the rest of the time, you're just kind of like maybe sending her something funny that happened to you that day. Like, hey, this happened to me, blah, 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 blah. Like, how's your week going? Cool. All right, we still on for Saturday? Perfect. That should really all it be. But basically, you're staying in her mind. You're letting her know that you plan on showing up. You're going to show up. And if she knows that you're going to show up, then she's more likely to show up as well. Okay? So on the morning of, what I would do is send her a quick message saying, hey, I'm gonna be 5 minutes late because I'd get some groceries, or maybe my meeting might run a little long. Whatever it is, just let her know that you're gonna be 5 minutes late. No one is gonna cancel a date over a person being 5 minutes late. And what it's gonna give her the opportunity to do is say, oh yeah, I can't make it, or, yeah, sorry, something came up, I can't make it, blah, blah, blah. If she wasn't interested to meet up with you, she'll say something like that, and that way you don't show up on the date and, feel like an idiot, okay? And what it also does, it's also a more high value thing, because it says that, hey, I got stuff going on, but I still would love to meet up with you, but it's giving her a way out. You don't want to show up on a date with a girl that's kind of on the fence, or a girl that's not really into it, and is just doing it because she either doesn't want to feel bad, or because she's just she made plans and she feels like she has to stick with them. I don't want people in my life, I don't want people spending time with me that aren't there to be with me, okay? I want people to hang out with me that like me. Why? Because my time is valuable and I only have time to spend it with so many people. And that should be your mentality too. That's the idea of a high value guy, okay? And that's pretty much it. Those are the 4 steps that I have. I don't really like to overcomplicate things, again, by sending a bunch of different messages back and forth. Get to the point and make a plan. And a lot of you guys out there, you're losing sight of the purpose. The purpose of getting the phone number is to meet up with this person. You can send every single little text game trick in the book, but that only makes up 5% of the interaction. 95% was already decided even before you got the number. Before you got the number, she decided if she's attracted to you or she likes you, and she wants to meet up with you. So I would focus on the 95% and stop stressing about the 5%, which really is it's gonna drive you crazy. And it's not really going to improve you all that much. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you made it to the end, consider subscribing. I come up with videos like this every single week. If you're wondering about how to flirt with girls, like how to actually have the text game that I was talking about, although you shouldn't stress too much about it, I have another video coming out called How to Flirt Over Text, and that's all the little text game secrets that I use on a daily basis. This is going to keep a girl attracted to you who's already attracted to you, and if a girl's on the fence or kind of sort of thinking about it, this will push her over to, hey, I definitely want to meet up with this guy. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested in my one-on-one coaching program, email me at TheSingleGuy2017@gmail.com. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Thanks a lot, and good luck out there, you guys.